Shalom. Shalom. This is the brother Dunya Allah coming back again with another lesson, giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakah HaKwadash. Double honor to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and shalom to the hopeful elect brothers and sisters that believe in this word and that fear in the Heavenly Father and His Son. And this is another video going into the signs of His coming, right? Matthew 24 and 3. Okay. That's a lot. This is going to be an in transit. Matthew 24 and 3. It says, and as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be, and what shall be the sign of thy coming? Right? And the end of the world. Right? So the sign of thy coming, what do we look for to signify that you are on your way back to take vengeance, right? This is in the end of the world, which we know the end of the world goes into what? The end of Esau's kingdom. All right, Ishashua or Adawam, Edom. Right? Ishashua is Esau, Adawam is Edom. Right? So now I want to hop down here to verse 12. It says, and because iniquity shall abound, right? Meaning sin is going to be at an all-time high. You can look around the world now, around America, just around the world in general, especially from America, Babylon the Great. Sin is at an all-time high. Sin, all right, transgression of the law, everything that's against the Most High is the standard. Okay, which you can call that what? It's satanic, right? Which Satan means what? An adversary, all right, or one who opposes. Okay, now you got the spiritual demon Satan in the spiritual sense. Okay, he opposes the elect. All right, now you got his physical counterpart, which is Esau Edom. He opposes the Most High in transgressing his laws and his word, right? And also being in opposition against his people, right? So there you go. This is a satanic society, all right? Everything is against the Most. So we're coming up into Halloween, man. So, you know, I think this is one of the most wicked holidays of the elites of the year, man. You know, people are going to be getting kidnapped, of course. You know, people are going to be getting kidnapped. You're going to walk into the Walmart and go to the missing people's board, and it's going to increase, right? But there's going to be people kidnapped and used for their wicked sacrifices, man. Right? Right? Well, that's an example of iniquity abounding, man. You know, witchcraft is actually permitted here in the United States. Okay? It says the love of many shall wax cold, and you see that on the news every day. What people are doing to each other, people murdering each other for small things, man, small things, right? Having no pity upon their own their own people, their own flesh and blood, their own children, right? You see that especially too with this ostrich of a woman, right? The so-called black woman, right? There's many accounts where you have child abuse, or they leave their kid in the car just to go to the club and party, and then the kid dies, or they leave their kid at home with nothing to eat, you know, I think it was a 2-year-old, 4-year-old, one of these reports, just so she can go to the club and party and come back. And the kids giving up the spirit. All these, you know, you see these different things. All right. And it's going to increase, man. We got some more precepts. This is Jeremiah chapter 19 and verse, what does it say in verse 8? Right? It says, and I will cause them to eat the flesh. Salakia. The flesh. What? Hold on. Salakia. It says, I will cause them to eat the flesh of their sons and the flesh of their daughters, and they shall eat every one the flesh of his friend in the siege and straightness wherewith their enemies, and they shall seek their lives shall be straightened, and they that seek their lives shall be straightened. Right. So, hey, this happened in the past. This happened during 70 AD. Okay, where, you know, the resources were cut off from Jerusalem. All right. The resources of food and water were cut off from the Israelites to the point where they didn't have no pity upon their neighbor. All right. And they became cannibalistic. They ate their own, the flesh of their children. And that's coming back in a big way. You know, cannibalism. All right. People are going to be in a strait with no food, no water, where they're going to drink the blood and eat the flesh of their own family members. This is coming back in a big way. The love of many shall wax cold. Right? Right? This is Lamentations chapter 4, verse 3. It says, even the sea monsters draw out the breasts, and they give suck to their young ones. The daughter of my people is become cruel. Right? And this is talking about particularly the so-called black women, okay? And, you know, other women of the tribes, but it primarily falls upon the Judite woman, okay? Because this is who you see it primarily with. Like I mentioned, you know, different reports of women just allowing their child to give up the spirit while they're out, and leaving them alone in the house while they're out partying, man. You know, using and the lifestyle of these women, man. They use their children as a meal ticket, man, to get that government aid. They use their children as a meal ticket, right? They'll lie down. Hey man, they'll plan this stuff out. They'll lie down where each and every man have his kid, force him out the house just so they can get a meal ticket, right? Or that Section 8. Okay? Right. It says, they've become cruel like the ostriches of the wilderness, right? And when you read Job, I believe it's Job 30, either 32 or 36, where it talks about how that the woman is, you know, a wicked woman is foolish like an ostrich, man. Because the ostrich will put his eggs in the ground, okay, or his nest in the ground, not knowing or not thinking that a animal will come and stomp on them. You know, it's a stupid bird, man. And this is how our women behave, man. This is the manner in which our women behave, in stupidity and in wickedness, right? You know, and this is not really to get on the woman, right? Which we get on the woman, we get on the men too. This is just, you know, going into prophecy of what's going to happen, right? The love of many shall wax cold, man. You know, you ain't gonna be able to go to your neighbor to borrow a cup of sugar anymore, man, or a loaf of bread, right? You ain't gonna be able to do that no more, man, right? There's gonna be there's gonna be opposition. Neighbors are gonna be in opposition of each other, right? So here, let's get this too. 2nd Ezra chapter 15 and verse, what is that, 19. It says what? And a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor. Your neighbor's not gonna care about whether you got food or not to eat, okay? Whether or not you able to feed your kids, okay? They're not gonna worry about whether or not you got a protection to protect your household, okay? They're gonna be coming into your house in a warlike fashion with weapons, all right? Whether they have guns or makeshift weapons. They might have an axe that they had, tools. They might have, like, you know, like farming tools or tools for doing things, garden tools, man. They might come up in there, kick your door in, bust you upside the head with the shovel, right? And Billy come in and bust you upside the head with the shovel. Tells his wife, go look for the food. Get the food. Go to the pantry. The pantry's right there around the corner. I remember from the last time when we had dinner here that one time. I remember he had a pantry over there. Go check the pantry. Right? Them neighbors that you thought was cool as your friend, you had them over for dinner, right? They're gonna, hey man, they're gonna be your enemies, man. Right? And us hearing this truth, we don't have I know personally myself and other brethren, we don't have anybody come over to our house, to our abode. We're very leery of who comes to our house, even certain family members, right? But it says, but shall destroy their houses with the sword. They're gonna destroy the houses with the sword, man. So there's no getting around this. Okay? This is what's coming. And this is what? Because iniquity is abounding and the love of many is waxing cold, man. Colder and colder. Now, just like how Esau, he doesn't have a problem with people when he's pacified. Same thing with regular people. When they can eat, right? They can sleep. They got somewhere to sleep. They got food. They got wine, they got drink, they got women, entertainment. Oh, everybody's cool, right? But wait until all that's taken away. Wait until the entertainment, the food, the drink, all right, is taken away. Even the housing is taken away. You know, Jake's gonna lose it, but the average man is gonna lose it. Man and woman's gonna lose it. Period, man. Okay. Because they don't have the thing to sustain their life, so they're going to have to take it from somebody else, right? Shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. All right? People are going to be looking for comfort and food when it's scarce, because we're coming up into a time of what? Scarcity. All right? So, Lord will, that was edifying. With that, I'm going to say shalom.